The tale of King David's son who cohabited with his sister is a dark chapter in the biblical narrative, illustrating the tragic consequences of unchecked desires and the unraveling of familial bonds. The protagonists of this story are Amnon, the eldest son of King David, and his half-sister Tamar. The narrative unfolds against the backdrop of the ancient kingdom of Israel, where the dynamics of power, passion, and familial relationships collide with devastating results. Amnon's descent into sin begins with an overwhelming and forbidden desire for his beautiful half-sister, Tamar. As the heir to the throne, Amnon's actions carry weighty consequences not only for himself but also for the royal family and the kingdom. The story explores the moral complexities and the ripple effects of sin within the confines of kinship, shedding light on the destructive nature of lust and the vulnerability of familial relationships when confronted with the forces of temptation. In this narrative, the consequences of Amnon's sinful actions extend far beyond the initial transgression, casting a shadow over the entire household of King David. The story of King David's son and his sister is a tragic tale that unfolds in the ancient kingdom of Israel. King David, known for his triumphs and flaws, had many children, but this story revolves around his son Amnon and his half-sister Tamar. Amnon, the eldest son and heir to the throne, became consumed by a sinful desire for his beautiful half-sister Tamar. Despite the cultural norms and the strong bond of family, Amnon couldn't resist the temptations that plagued his heart. His feelings festered in silence, causing him to grow more obsessed with Tamar as time passed. Amnon confided in a close friend, Jonadab, who offered a misguided counsel. Instead of encouraging Amnon to suppress his sinful desires, Jonadab advised him to feign illness and request Tamar's presence to care for him. The plan unfolded as Amnon pretended to be bedridden, and Tamar, being a dutiful sister, went to tend to him. In the privacy of Amnon's chamber, he revealed his true intentions to Tamar, shocking her with his lustful desires. Despite her pleas and protests, Amnon forcibly violated Tamar, committing a heinous sin against his own flesh and blood. The act left Tamar broken and humiliated, and Amnon, consumed by guilt, cast her aside with callous disregard. News of Amnon's wicked deed reached King David, who was furious but struggled to take decisive action against his own son. Absalom, another son of David and Tamar's brother, harbored a burning anger against Amnon for what he had done to his sister. Absalom waited for the right moment to exact his revenge. 2 years later, Absalom orchestrated a plan to avenge Tamar's honor. He invited all of King David's sons to a feast, including Amnon. In the midst of the celebration, when Amnon was intoxicated and vulnerable, Absalom ordered his servants to strike him down. Amnon paid the ultimate price for his sin, and Absalom fled to escape the consequences. The story of Amnon and Tamar serves as a cautionary tale about the destructive power of unchecked desires and the devastating consequences of sin within the confines of family. King David, despite his own flaws, had to grapple with the consequences of his children's actions, showcasing the complex dynamics of a royal household tainted by betrayal and tragedy. The aftermath of Amnon's transgression paints a vivid picture of the profound impact on the royal household. Tamar, the violated sister, bears the scars of the trauma inflicted upon her, while King David grapples with the complexities of addressing the sins of his own flesh and blood. The narrative doesn't merely focus on the act itself but delves into the repercussions that echo through generations. As the story unfolds, the consequences of Amnon's sin extend beyond the initial act of betrayal. The family is torn apart by grief, anger, and vengeance. The tale underscores the fragility of familial bonds and the importance of moral restraint in the face of forbidden desires. In reflecting upon the sin of King David's son, one is reminded of the profound impact that individual actions can have on the collective well-being of a family. It serves as a timeless lesson about the need for self-discipline, empathy, and a deep respect for the sanctity of family ties to prevent the corrosive effects of sin from tearing apart the very fabric of kinship. Subscribe to the channel to receive beautiful stories.